Good morning, Puritan Financial Group. This is Jeremy Rabelais coming to you from the Dallas headquarters. Be about a wonderful 2015. Share with you our first video coming to you this year. We're going to start off going over the numbers and the results from 2015. We've got contest numbers we're going to cover all the way to our brand new account executives. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting off, we're going to go with the senior AE and AE production year to date, the top 10 in 2015. These are the best of the best. Starting off at number 10, Dante Marchione out of Houston, Texas, with a little over 1.2 million production credits. Fantastic job, Dante. Isaac Schlossberg out in Los Angeles. Isaac came in at about 1.4 million production credits. We've got Daniel Andraco out in Pittsburgh, 1.776 million production credits. Great job out in Pittsburgh. There's a couple of Pittsburgh people here. We've got Stephanie LaValle in Baton Rouge, came out at 1.8 million. We've got Benjamin Watson, who just edged her out at 1.844 million production credits. Jason Jackson, the first one over 2 million at 2.2 million out in Indiana. Courtney Blake's the other one in Pittsburgh at 2.245 million production credits. Bedford Plummer coming in at number 2 out in Orlando at 2.27 million production credits, which is really, we all know, almost $4.4 million or over $4.4 million in production. Number 1 out of Indiana, South Bend, Brian Dutton at 2.797 million production credits, over $5 million in production. Awesome job, Brian. Congratulations. Top senior AE as well as account executive. Let's move over to final expense. Final expense year to date. We're going 2015, the whole year. Number 5 is Tyler Snook. We had a two-way tie. Tyler Snook and Bo Fairborn each had 10 final expense applications. Brian Dutton had 11. Great job, Brian. Jason Jackson came in at 12. And Tony Webb, 19, but there was only one number 1. An unbelievable job leading the way for all offices and all territories. Sam Bullard came in at 42 final expense applications. Fantastic job, Sam. Awesome, awesome job to lead the way. Moving over to 2015, Certified Field Trainer production. Now, certified field trainers help out in the office, not only closing their own business, helping the districts, they also help with field training. So some of the account executives have been trained by these top professionals. We'll start off with the top 5. Out of Houston, Texas, Tony Webb, 1.538 million production credits, or little over $3 million in production. Walt Lusk at 1.9 million. Great job, Walt, in Los Angeles. Sam Bullard, you heard me talk about him with final expense, over $2 million in production credits. Vernon Hargrave, an awesome job, Vernon, out here in Texas at number 2, $3.492 million worth of production credit. Awesome job, Vernon. But there was only one number 1, once again, coming from the same area, James Delgado, doing a great job for us, James, $4.7 million in production credits. Unbelievable, James. Great job. Year to date, we've got our top 10 district managers. We're going to start off at number 10 in Los Angeles. Rick Shull came in at $5.6 million worth of production. Great job, Rick. Number 9 was Pittsburgh North, Mark McMahon, $6.5 million. Number 8, Riverside, California, James Stanley, excellent job, $8.4 million. Steve Hudson came in at number 7 out in Philadelphia. Steve was at $8,450,000 in production. The great Neil Lynch out in Tennessee. Awesome job, Neil. Way to come in. A new district, $8.8 million in production. Fort Worth, Scott Williams holding steady at number 5, $9,568,000 in production credits. Awesome job, Scott. Number 4, a newcomer, Pittsburgh South, Stephen Swessinger, $9.7 million in production. Awesome job, Stephen. Number 3 with South Bend with Dan French. Dan doing an excellent job, over $10.9 million in production. We had Brandon Robinson came in at Houston, the Houston territory. Cliff Bassett and Brandon Robinson combined for $15,979 worth of production. And there was one number 1 office, the total office location, Dallas, Texas. Lauren Pelagi in Dallas, Texas at $17 million in production. Outstanding job, Lauren. Awesome job. We had a few contests that came out that I want to give the announcement to here at the fourth quarter. We finished up with our Race to Leadership. Every office that qualified for Leadership Council got to split with the employees that were in the office $1,000 each. And we had several winners here. There were 7 offices that qualified. South Bend with Dan French and his team. Dallas, Texas with Lauren Pelagi. Detroit, Pat Carrington. Awesome job, Pat. Great job. You qualified for Leadership Council. Houston, Texas, Brandon Robinson. His office qualified. San Francisco made it to Leadership Council. Great job, Stuart Choi. You and your team there with Dan. Los Angeles made it. Rick Shaw made it into Leadership Council for Q4, as well as Mark McMahon in Pittsburgh North. Outstanding job. Each one of your offices will split $1,000. That'll be coming out to you guys in the next couple of weeks. There was 2 other parts to the contest. There was top district managers, the top of the top. Coming in at number 1 with 126% of goal was Indiana. South Bend, Dan French, excellent job. Dan will receive $1,000. Number 2 was Lauren Pelagi in Dallas at $500, his team, or for him. Pat Carrington came in at number 3. Great job, Pat, at 116% of revenue. $250 going out to Pat Carrington in Detroit. We had drawings. We had it set up for account executives. The account executives have 2 ways to earn a 50-inch flat screen TV. The first was if you maintained a 25% go-back percentage for the 4th quarter, we would take every one of the go-backs that you set, and that's the number of drawings that you had in opportunities to win this TV. We also had final expense. For every AE that had at least 2 final expense per month during the quarter, they would have a drawing entered into as well. We came out, we did the drawing, we had a random number generator that created it out. It came out for the go-back percentage, top go-back percentage for the account executives, went to Bedford Plumber in Orlando, Florida. Great job, Bedford. We've got a 50-inch flat screen TV. Kristen's going to set it up to ship it out to you. Enjoy the TV, you earned it. Fantastic job. For the final expense, Kristen will do a little drum roll here. We've got Sam Bullard. Sam Bullard gets the final expense. It's fitting. He had the most tickets in the drawing. It was pretty hard for him not to win it. Excellent job, Sam. You got a 50-inch flat screen headed out your direction. Okay, we're off to 2016. Everybody's excited. We got a lot of things happening at the office. We got a lot of advancements. We've got a lot of new districts. We just came off our district manager meeting we had here at the home office. We flew all the districts in, had a great time in December, and we are ready to go for 2016. We had our first AE training class of 2016. We just finished it up, and we've got some great new people adding into the company. Let's see, Austin Dobbins in Oklahoma. He'll be joining us on Monday. We've got Earl Hahn in California. Jace Haben in Florida, coming out to, let's see, Fort Myers area. So he'll be with Dustin Graham in Tampa South. Rebecca Neering in Ohio. She's going to be out with Andrew Bush. Looking forward to seeing you do well, Rebecca. And Andrew Quintel coming into the South Bend office, working there with Dan and Dan French and his team. Overall, 2015 was a great year. We were very excited. We learned a lot. We spent a lot of time developing people and building and growing our territories. Very excited to say we had, out of the top 7 account executives for 2014, 7 of them have now moved into district manager roles. So it's something fantastic for you to set your goals upon, be in the tops, work hard, listen to your districts, and great things will happen here in 2016. I'll talk to you guys next week. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.